I have to start streaming before I click go live, because otherwise Bast gets upset. But this is early for me. Reason being is because I'm going out tonight and I don't know when I'll be back. So thought I'll do the stream now. What? Give me blood. Why is Josh almost dead? We're gonna have fun with Haze there, are we? Oh, Jesus. Ugh.
My thanks to thee.
Oh, I can get some counters there. Oh my. It's a good thing I did. Jesus. Oh, wait. Oh, that sounds cool.
Go.
What the fuck? Alright, that was kind of cool. The Hellgate. Guess I am Hellgating. How many can I hit in total? 3. Oh, she has a steal now. Interesting. Oh, he's gonna have a death on his turn. Shit. Uh... Bit overkill, but...
Come on, let's do it! I am ready! Candy! Hey!
Hey! I guess they would be weak to, but not weaker, immune to wind. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Sure, why not? Who's ready to see Gisette do literally 0 damage? That should be enough though, yeah. Oh my god.
That's that. Let's move out.
More Gaia Greaves. Need to kill this first guy ASAP because he has a death blow bullshit. Oh, it's like a self-destruct. Right, okay, I understand now.
Take that! Hey!
I thought it only happened before because I killed him whilst he was singing his song or whatever it was.
Nicely done.
I think we've got EP restoring items. Oh yeah, we've got plenty. We'll be fine. These poor chests. HP 3. Let's give that to Reese, I guess. Unless it gives me more spells. Oh no, it gives Diamond Dust. Okay, Chloe's having it. She leg. Moggers. Don't they death blow? Oh, maybe not. Okay, nice gesture. We'll drop it and kill one. Better raid! Wow, that was accidentally ideal.
Nicely done.
Oh wait, I'm now heading back the way I came. Not on purpose, obviously.
Hey!
Enforcer number 20, empty chest. Dun dun dun.
Take that!
Get him, Joshua.
Take that! Pansies!
Banger! Oh, was that a new... I think it was a Bestia coat. Nice. Wait, this... Oh. Oh, I'm just tripping. Sting edges. Ooh. I mean, there's a tiny bit of that, but I mean, damage is damage, you know?
Hey!
Go on, Chloe. One shot him. Boop.
Take that! Hey!
That's that one. Let's move out.
I'm gonna go this way, in case there... Whoa. In case there are any chests. Right, let's get the fuck away from this blowy uppy guy. No, that won't work. Hellgate. See the range on this thing. Okay. Weed.
Hey. Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Pitiful souls. Oh. Bring to me the darling of pure white radiance and proof for scholarship. And then enter the door open. Who the fuck is that? Oh. Darling of pure white radiance. And proof for scholarship? So maybe we need Kevin? I don't know. Does it give clues in the books? Oh, here we go. Murder.
That worked up an appetite.
Let's wait first. Graham? That's because he's just gone through the gold door. Ha 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 ha. Skull pit. Oh. Wow, that's a bit monk-esque. Slash TMI. Let me just do this a sec. I'll be like 5 minutes. Bear with. What if we do this? Ah, it does work. Nice. That's better. Muggers. Oh! I had to. Otherwise they would have got the death buff thing and killed someone. How annoying.
Take that! Hey! Pansies!
Nuts fit in your mouth. Um.
Hey.
Oh. Noted. Sorry. That's all done now. Diamande Deuced, as they say in the Wild West.
Take that!
Oh, get petrified, idiot!
Yeah! Well, that takes care of that.
Fuck you. Fuck it. Let's see what this does.
Told you I could handle this. Over here, Bobcat! Told you I could handle this.
Yeah, guess you did okay. I'm gonna hold on to the attack 3. Give it back for someone on the other team. Savannah. What? It seems familiar somehow. Something wrong, Reese? Not at all. I thought I may have seen this weapon somewhere before, but it must have been my imagination. It certainly seems a capable one, though, so I think I'll use it all the same. Here's a crossbow for a crossbro. Don't actually have a crossbow for you, Father. Sorry. Imagine if I got that in the chest that had the crossbow in it. By the way, what? Running away. Run away now. Run, 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 run. Diamande Deuced. Everyone flare out.
Hey! immortal souls, may you rest in peace.
Stinger. That's something in my mind then. Don't remember now. Go seek another. An empty coffer. Oh.
Take that!
Oh. Thought it was like linked to Chloe, but it wasn't, so oh well.
Not done yet.
Oh. Ah, I've got some of the threes now. Oh, yeah. Oh. Mind 3. Mind 3 mind. So spare action 2. Okay. Let's go. Let's get two cast 2s, an action 2, Joshua. Did I heal? No. Alright, let's go fight this boss then. Oh! Do you think that could be the exit? So it seems to be. I wonder if Kevin and his group are on the other side already. Looks like they're not going to let us reach in without a fight. What? Kevin? Is it the same fight? Oh. Kevin! Oh, they're all like cannons. And they are very tanky. Wow, really? Gonna buff and debuff everyone. Like a motherfucker. Get rid of all these bullshit shields as well. Phantom Ray! Ready? Phantom Ray! Ready? Wait, Shadow Legends!
Go. Stand down.
See what this does. Never used it before.
Great Septian Overseer. Shine down thy radiance and smite those who oppose us. Divine light, grant me the strength to punish the wicked. Stop this robot!
Jesus. Elish Ganon. Get him, see.
Yeah!
Detention. Blue detention.
Take that!
You and your turns. I was just this imposter. Dun, 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 dun. Finish it off, Reese. Go on. Watch.
That worked up an appetite.
Shield 4. Oh. Looks like that's the end of this trial, at least. Well, I really wasn't expecting that to be a fiend disguised as Kevin, though. True, I wasn't. Oh. Reese? You're right, you weren't hurt, Reese. I'm fine. I was just so relieved to find out that it wasn't really Kevin. Now the fight is over, it seems clear to me the battles are trapped by our foes. Those bizarre cannon fiends are further evidence. Let's hurry through that door. I'm quite concerned about the other group. Sure. She must have been so worried about Emma. Oh, I see. They're playing that game with each other. Oh. Thank goodness. Oh, yep, you're the real deal, right? Thank God you was word that was hell about you, you know? Could say the same to you. Still, it looks like those really must have been Grimoires then. Sure does. Grimoires? Is that the name of those fiends we encountered? You got it. It's a type of fiend that mentioned in the testaments. Although maybe fiend isn't the best word. They're said to be what souls eventually turn into after being thrown into Gehenna. People's souls turn into those? That's not a very pleasant thought. As I'm sure you know, the church teaches that the souls of sinners end up in the fiery depths of Gehenna. There, they are tormented by the ceaseless flames, slowly losing their own sense of self over time. Till finally, they are said to end up as nothing more than a chaotic lump of spirit known as a grimoire. I'm getting goosebumps just picturing it. And that's what those shape-shifting creatures we encounter, bro? Yes. The mirrors and cannons that appear with them are all cursed items that have the same origin. How they did it, I don't know. It seems our enemies have quite literally opened the gates of Gehenna. That's quite a fitting metaphor. That sounds like... You again. Well, look who decided to show their ugly mug. Is that Lord you were sent to come check up on us? That is one of the roles I've been assigned, albeit not the only one. I'm impressed by how quickly you progressed, even if it was with a significant amount of the Hermit's guidance. The Hermit? Who's that? The ghost we keep running into? I can't think of anyone else. She's been helping us in various ways since we arrived here, and yet we still have no idea who she is. Indeed, I speak of her. She is a spirit that was left behind in Phantasma, as well as the master of the Hollow Garden. Of course, she, thanks to my lord, taking most of her power, she can do little other than struggle as your guide. As usual, your cryptic nonsense just goes right over my head. But hey, if she's your enemy, that makes her our ally, right? I'll leave that for you to find out. Her position is hardly your concern at this time. I have a message for you from my lord. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. What? What is that supposed to mean? My lord says that you may choose to interpret the message however you see fit. My task was simply to relay it to you. Ah! Ah! Kevin? Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh. Tell me, what sad classes did you and that jerk of a boss you got take to get your certifications in how to be a big bad? Nice touch trying to confuse us by spewing that cryptic bullshit too. Bet you thought we'd keep ourselves up all night trying to figure that gem out. I mean, the overblown theatrics make it a bit too obvious that it's fake, don't you think? Well, you about done with us? If you are, how about you get lost? We've got better things to do with our time than listen to nonsensical riddles from a guy who can't even bother to show his face. Haha. So you're quite fond of the gift granted to you by my lord? Does it bring back memories? Gift? Kevin? You think you can get away? Fear not. We will encounter one another again before long. I am, after all, Phantasma's foremost guardian. And with that, I bid you farewell. So that's the Schwarzritter you mentioned? He's the picture of his lord, right down to taunting us as he leaves. Too bad for him that it doesn't take a genius to work out they're both bluffing. Your next destination is the path of beasts. Devour the new offspring presented to you, and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. His words sound as though they have some specific meaning to me, but they could be taken in a number of ways at face value. We could try to unravel said meaning, but that may hinder our progress more than help in the long run. My thoughts exactly. Anyway, what's definitely not going to hinder us is going back to base and seeing who's in the 2 ceiling stones we picked up. If we activate that monument over there, we'll be able to come right back here to continue exploring later too. My goodness, it's right there, huh? I wonder who's going to be inside these. Golden road, silver road, save. I could delete that other one now as well. Kevin Graham of the 543rd class of trainees. In the name of the goddess above, I hereby appoint you Esquire of the Septian Church. I humbly accept my appointment. I pledge to offer my soul to the goddess above and both body and blood to her church on earth. Very good. It is exceedingly rare for one at your age to be appointed to this position. I can only assume your aptitudes and training achievements warranted it. May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess's sacraments as her loyal and devoted servant. Well, if it isn't Kevin. So you managed to avoid having your promotion rejected by the top brass? Splendid, splendid. Instructor, I really can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. I never dreamed I would have an actual Dominion supervising my training. How sweet of you to say. Hard to believe you're the same boy who waltzed up before the congregation of sacraments shouting, "Make me a knight, please." I'd appreciate it if you'd chuck that memory back into the furthest reaches of your mind, thank you. Oh, but how could I? Had I missed your grovelling, I never would have taken an interest in you in the first place. Not in a million years would I have thought you were related to Rufina. You could have asked her to take you on as her pupil before resorting to such drastic measures, you silly boy. Well, I had my reasons, let's leave it at that. Very well. Doesn't matter at this point anyway. Congratulations, you're now a dog of the church, just like the rest of us. It's good to have you on board. Thank you. I'm not sure that's the most reassuring metaphor to be using on new recruits though. You might scare some of them right off. Please, you're not trying to position yourself as some sweet, doe-eyed thing, are you? Besides, I think it's a perfectly apt description for us. We go around sniffing out sacraments wherever they may be, tearing through the throats of the heretical fools who are enamoured with them all the while. Can you spot the difference? Come on, instructor. I'm used to it at this point, so I don't really care if you call me a dog. But you care if I call your beloved Rufina one, don't you? Not to worry, Kevin. I can read between the lines well enough. Well, did I guess right? I owe her a lot, so I wouldn't call her my beloved. She's just like a big sister to me, that's all. You're making it sound like Like you, what exactly? Rufina? I thought you were in Remiferia on a mission. I was, but I tried to finish as quickly as possible so I could be back for your appointment ceremony. I'm so proud of you, Kevin. It's amazing stuff as you've grown, and now you're a full-fledged adult like me. Wow, thanks for going out your way to come here. I'm not sure I deserve to be called an adult yet, though. I've got a whole lot of work ahead of me if I want to be half the knight the two of you are. My, how modest of you. By the way, have you let Reese know about all of this yet? Not yet. I'm planning to write to her tonight. She's been real mad at me ever since I decided to come to Arteria, though. Hopefully this will cheer her up a bit. There's not much else I could do to make up with her short of going home. Perhaps we could do that together at some point if we can find the time. Oh, and while I have the chance, thank you so much for looking after him all this time, Ian. Or Ein. You've given up so much of your free time and I really do appreciate it. Think nothing of it. It proved quite a fun way to kill time. He has a fair amount of potential in combat arts and thaumaturgy as well, too. It's a shame all his skills are on the practical side of things, however. His academic side is less than stellar. I had a feeling in the pit of my stomach that may be the case. Oh right, I gotta get going. I have to pick up my new room key and medal from the general affairs guys. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Oh. What's this? You look so concerned. Feeling guilty because he followed you into such a dangerous line of work? Not at all, that's completely up to him and him alone. I never tried to dictate his life choices. It's just that I think he'll make a fine knight, personally. He checks all the boxes. He's got the potential, he's got the determination. All in all, I can see why you're so proud of him. And I call it a hunch, but I wouldn't be surprised if a stigma manifested in him just like it has in you. Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you could sense that of others if you didn't possess one yourself. Yet one more reason to feel frustrated that you aren't a Dominion. I know we're friends, but there's no need for all the flattery. My combat and thaumaturgy abilities are average at best. I wouldn't be cut out for the job at all. I'm grateful enough to have been promoted from Squire to Knight. That's the upper limit for someone with my lack of potential. I only use all things the way I do. Someone with average at best abilities could have handled your Aurora's case half as well as you did. Fighting off a man of that reported strength to a swift enough conclusion would be a pretty feather in anyone's cap. It was just my luck that we both came to an understanding. As far as Kevin goes, he wouldn't need to rely on luck. His potential for growth extends further than I'll ever be able to go. But he has one weakness holding him back. That poor boy is just far too kind. So kind in fact that I can see him driving himself into a corner because of it one day. The dark stigma. Dun, 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 dun. Who do we got? That looks like. Good. In? Prince Oliver? Now this is a surprise. I don't think this is a dream, at least. Indeed, it is not. I would be overjoyed to share a sweet date with Sharon in my dreams. One with a fine drinking companion. Not so much. Yeah, this is real, alright. Still, doesn't Sharon count as a drinking companion too? In a way, it's fine to be drunk with the joy of her company, but it's very much the opposite to be drunk with alcohol involved. That's one of the most important lessons I learned during my stay in the role. Sure, words have never been spoken, but alright, enough playing around. Guys, mind filling us in on just what kind of situation we've gotten ourselves into? We shall make the embraces and tearful greetings afterwards. Honestly, you two really are something special. You'd think you'd be a little shaken finding yourselves in somewhere as unnatural as this out of nowhere. This is quite the pickle. I appreciate that it might be hard to believe, but this is the situation we find ourselves in at this present time. For to try and find a way out, we'll need you to accept that. Oh Weller, my sweet rose-kissed muse, ever pure and free of thorns, you misunderstand me. I have long accepted our current predicament as reality. Then why do you look so deep in thought? Need you even ask? Perhaps my life's toughest decision lies ahead of me. Before me, I find Joshua, Princess Claudia, Tita, and Josette. Then there's Julia, and even a new face, Reese. Just whom shall I gather into my arms like a warm blanket and exchange sweet nothings in celebration first? Aha. Only you. Joshua? You were pulling my leg when you said this guy was an Aravonian prince, right? Hard as it is to believe, he is. Putting my deeply earnest dilemma aside for the time being, it sounds as though you've been making some headway in unraveling the mystery behind this place. Naturally, I'd be more than honored to help with that. But first, you've got a few questions you need to ask, right? I know I sure do. I should have known you'd be thinking along the same lines. You're exactly right. Fine by me. What do you want to ask? Do you think you figured something out? That's what I want to find out. First, I want to ask about that ghost you've been encountered in here. Ask away. If I remember correctly, the first time you met her was on the balcony in Grantswood Castle, yes? Indeed it was. She gave us the key that allowed us to eventually find and rescue you. That was the first time she appeared to us as a ghost, but I don't believe it was the first time she directly communicated with you. Was it, Father? Don't think so, anyway. When Reese and I first arrived here, we heard a strange voice talking to us. Didn't have a clue who it belonged to at the time. I think that was probably her too. As do I. So at first she existed here only as a voice, but she's gradually started showing up with a body too. I know that's a weird way to put it, but if it's true, it backs up what the man in black said last time we saw him. Yeah, he said the Lord of Phantasma had stolen most of her power, right? He kept referring to her as the Hermit and Master of the Hollow Garden too. Plus the inscription on the monument behind us has the Hermit's Garden written on it. I think all of us here can connect the dots just fine. Agreed. It's reasonable to conclude that this very garden is connected to her in some way. That's true. Makes sense to me. Also explains why this place is kind of comfy compared to the other weird, fiend-infested places in Phantasma. Feels like we're getting closer to the truth with every new revelation. By the sounds of it, she's been in Phantasma for a while now, possibly since the beginning. But then she had her power stolen by the Lord of Phantasma and ended up without a body. Since then, she's been trying to help us to the best of her abilities and guide us forward. If we assume all of that to be true, maybe the monuments scattered throughout are connected to her somehow too. They seem to exist for the same purpose, guiding us forward. I think there's one more thing in our possessions connected to her as well. That cube, Kevin. Think so? Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine on exactly what that cube is. That being said, I think the odds of it being connected to her somehow are as high as everything else on the list so far. Well, what do you think? Honestly, I'm impressed. You've done a remarkable job of making sense of the situation when you've only just arrived. Still, if we assume all that to be true, then there's something else we should be doing as we keep moving forward. Helping to restore her power, I assume. That way we should be able to ask her what else she knows about the land we're in. Got it in one. I get this impression that if we won't stand a chance against those two, we'll find ourselves up against a wall at some point. You may well be right. Well, leaving her aside for the time being, I do have one final thing I'd like to ask. Huh? What's there to cover? It concerns the Lord of Phantasma you keep mentioning, actually. Put simply, you wouldn't have to have any idea as to who they are, would you, Kevin? Why me? Well, from my perspective, they're awfully fixated on you. They seem to know about Reese's deceased sister as well. Then there's the fact that they're even able to summon devils from the church's texts. All seems to be pointing to you two, and you in particular. I can see why you'd ask me this. Fortunately for you though, I got nothing. If anything, I'd say they seem to be an enemy of the Grosvenor as a whole rather than just me. I suppose that's possible. I'd be surprised if an organisation like that had more than their fair share of enemies. No offence, of course, I have plenty of enemies myself. Try not to sound like it's something worth boasting about. Anyway, even if we've connected some dots, we'll have to save the mystery behind who our enemies are for another day. Maybe we can get more information out of them the next time we see them, but until then we don't have enough to work with. Right, next time one of them shows up, we'll have to see what we can force out of them. So that about wrap things up for now. If so, we should probably get ready to head out again. We're on the plane number 4, and if the previous planes are anything to go by, it's going to be tough. Kevin. What's up? Did you have something else you wanted to add? No? It's just that I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to go sit next the next plane out. What? Sorry for the trouble, everyone, but please look out for him on my behalf. He shouldn't cause you too much trouble, but as I'm sure you know, he can be a little careless at times. Reese? Wait a sec. You're not going to go after her? Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Reese. Wait a sec. What's with you all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Are you feeling left out because I'm the only one you know here and everyone else is all buddy-buddy? Sorry, Reese. Probably wasn't fun to sit through the whole happy reunion deal over and over when you can't be a part of it. Should have noticed earlier, really. I've been pretty insensitive, so I'm really sorry, okay? When are you going to stop acting? Huh? It's true that I felt a little left out for a while. You've clearly gone through so much together and it's made you that more fond of each other in the days since. Yeah, we had some amazing times. Hard to come out of the other end of stuff we did without growing closer through it all. Watching you all, how could I not have felt lonely? How could I not have felt jealous? You've been avoiding me for the past 5 years, Kevin. The thought you'd grown close to so many others while going out of your way to keep me out of arm's reach did make me sad. You know I didn't mean it like that, Reese. But at the same time, I was still happy you did. I knew how badly what happened to Rafina had hurt you. How you were still blaming yourself for it. I knew you were driving yourself into a corner over it. And how you were taking on nothing but dirty jobs as if you were trying to punish yourself. And I couldn't confirm it for myself for sure, but I just knew the rumours that you were desperate to burn yourself out through them were true. So that's the reason. That's why, as lonely as I felt, when you were off making new friends without me, I was really, really happy more than anything. Reese, you do know that. Except it turns out you haven't made any friends at all. You're pulling the same exact thing you pulled with me on them. Every single one at arm's length. They can't get close to you. You won't get close to them. On the surface, you're a cheerful person, having fun with everyone, but on the inside, you're as cold as can be. All you're doing is manipulating your own emotions so people think you're someone you're not. After watching you ever since we reunited, that's become plain as day to me. Man, I'm happy you're worried about me, but you've totally got the wrong idea with this one. Sorry, I'm good at a lot of things, but pretending to be someone I'm not isn't one of them. When I'm happy, you'll know all about it. When I'm mad, well, I think you know I'm not so good at hiding that either. I'm the same transparent guy I always was. Oh, I didn't say you weren't easy to read, for me at least. After all, I know how genuinely shaken you were over the Lord of Phantasma's message. Their words, and the words of the Shore's Ritter, always come across as cryptic, but not to you. Deep down, you know what they're talking about. You just constantly keep it from the rest of us and try to keep us in the dark. No, maybe you've even managed to pull the wool over your own eyes too. Come on now, you can't seriously. Devour the new offspring presented to you, and display your seal once more. You know exactly what that means, don't you? Go on. You know what, maybe you should sit things out for a bit. You're clearly really tired. What? I get that you're as angry as you are upset with me, but I think it's starting to make you jump to some really out there conclusions. And being tired out is only going to make it worse. Can't you see how negative your line of thinking is? You can't seriously believe all this is actually true. I'm not saying I don't deserve all the anger, I totally do. I genuinely was busy, but at the same time I wasn't sure how to face you if we did end up meeting either. Still, we're not going to be working together from now on, so enough. Huh? Everything you're saying is just meaningless. Maybe the others don't realise that, but how dare you think I, of all people, would fall for it? I realise I'm turning my back on my duties as a squire by doing this, but I can't bear to be near you any longer. I can't stand to see the Kevin I thought I knew so empty. So... Kevin? Sorry, I had to see that. Don't worry about it. I want to know something, Joshua. You've looked into me a fair bit since I first stepped onto the scene, right? I have. I know that you're called the Heretic Hunter. I know that you're one of the 12 dominions that lead the Grail's Ritter, and I know you undertake the execution of sinners that the church deems most unforgivable almost single-handedly. I figured you'd know your stuff. Wouldn't want any guys whose backgrounds you hadn't thoroughly vetted being close to your girlfriend for long, huh? Can't deny it. Still, the only people you harm are those sinners, never anyone else. So I decided that, for the time being at least, you weren't a threat to her or anyone else. I see. Weissman was your work too, wasn't it? Sure was. My job was to get rid of him, that's it. Everything I did with you guys leading up to that point was to get myself into a position to get it done without him catching on. That includes helping all of you out, naturally. Yeah, I know. You must have been aware of the possibility that Estelle would be taken on board the Glorious too. You thought allowing it to happen would help you in the long run, so you kept quiet about it. Wow, now that one I'm surprised you pieced together. But yep, you're absolutely right. I figured there was a chance you might get abducted, but I did exactly nothing to stop it. All I cared about was finding out where Weissman was and what Weissman and you were up to. And where you were, for that matter. Couldn't use better bait for that than her. Thought so. And yet, all of that doesn't change how I'm more grateful than words can express. Why is that? Because if you hadn't held me back then, I would still be Weissman's puppet. I would have broken with my own hands what I most value in the whole world. That's a debt I'll never be able to fully repay. Oh, sweet Adios, now you're just being cute. I know you're smart enough to realise that's not at all why I threw you a bone, right? I just wanted him off his guard enough to create the opening I needed. Helping you is the perfect way to do that. That was all there was to it. And again, that doesn't change how grateful I am to you. Knowing why you did what you did doesn't erase the gratitude I feel, not in the slightest. Haha. Really, it's just as well you ended up putting Ouroboros. You'd suck to high heaven even if you were an enforcer now. Honestly, you're totally right. If Reese is sitting on the sidelines for now, let me help you in her place. I might not be as capable of helping you as she is, but I should be able to back you up. You don't need to feel indebted to me, you know. Well, I'll take what I can get. No doubt you're worried sick about Estelle too, so there's your gold starries of helping out besides me. So thanks. Glad you got my back. Right back at you. Interesting. Okay. Then oh, hang on a minute. Alright. Who do we want? I mean, Weller is a fucking powerhouse right now. I think Weller or Chloe.
Great.
Give me your organs, Olivia. That's a good point, actually. Right. Well, attack 4. You need more damage. I mean, he doesn't really, but it's funny, isn't it? Alright. So, book. So we got Dance with Silverlock Sharer, Darling of Pure White Radiance, and Proof of her Scholarship. Maybe Reese? I'm not sure. This is Zin. Alright! Just do this for a sec. Yeah, that'll do. piece of steel which nothing in this world can move. Yes. And he goes in. 07. Oh, we're all going in. Shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Ah, good day to you all. The place you're about to enter is an arena where history's strongest warriors gather and eagerly await new challenges. And today you will have the opportunity to be those challengers. Do what you can to emerge victorious. I feel I must warn you, however, that this is a martial arts tournament like no other. Only the best may compete. The rules are simple. First, the 4 of you will form one team and step into the arena. There, your team will face off against 3 others, one after another, with no breaks in between. As for the rest, I'm sure you'll pick it up as you go along. Hee. So what do you say? Would you be interested in joining us? Splendid. Well then, if you don't mind following me. What the hell? In this game, you can play against 3 teams, 3 rounds, between all of them losing to any of them. At the end of each round, your HP will be fully restored, your CP will not. Oh, okay. It's now the moment you've all been waiting for. Tonight, 4 new warriors will be stepping up to the plate and challenging the normal arena. So let's get right to introducing our fierce fighters, shall we? In the blue corner, we are led by Father Kevin Graham of the Septine Church's Grolfritter. Standing against him in the red corner, we have the mysterious team Men in Black. Let the first round begin! Step on up and ready your weapons. Ready? Fight! Step right up. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Owie.
this.
Ah, bollocks. Phantom Ray! And I can get a can of Beveragi while this goes off. Phantom Ray! Charger. Get back in that circle. Weed. Aww. Heavy armor pisser. Use this opportunity to charge my CP up by just smacking the shit out of this guy. Match decided. The winner is Father Graham's team. Let's keep up this momentum. First, allow me to introduce who will be fighting the second round. In the blue corner, we are led by Father Kevin Graham of the Septine Churches. Standing against him in the red corner, we have the adorable but deadly Team Creepy Sheep. Step on up and ready your weapons. Ready? Fight! Go to bed. Oh my god. Shall we? Fucking play ping pong with a sheep, motherfucker. She can run away. in.
Nicely done.
Ripe apple. Match decided. Winner is Father Graham's team. Moment is upon us at last. It's time for the final round to begin. The challengers emerge victorious one last time. You won't have to wait long to find out. Allow me to introduce our final teams. The blue corner are led by Father Kevin Graham of the Septian Church Grolsritter. Standing against them in the red corner we have the Ouroboros affiliated Tim Gilbert. Step on up and ready your weapons. Ready? Fight!
I hold in my...
Charge complete! Or a blast! Bullet Baragi. Nah. They have any particular weaknesses? No. Son of a... Bullet Baragi. Oh, I forgot to do the defense down thing. Son of a... Ah.
Take him down!
Victory!
Fight for me!
Bam! Oh, not quite enough. That's not very mockers may of you! Son of a... Piss beam. Oh shit. Oh, he's actually dead. I mean, good, but... Oh well, who cares? Gilbert. Who cares about Gilbert?
Let's move out.
Fool's Emblem. Match decided. Winner is Father Graham's team. They've done it. Father Graham's team has conquered the normal arena. Congratulations on your victory. That was quite a show of skill. Your matches were a joy to watch. These are but a small token of my appreciation for making this such a fine tournament. Physical! You've now earned the right to challenge the hard arena. You'll still need to find the invitation in order to do so, however. Should you find one, please do come back here. Interesting. Okay. which I guess would be the Fool's Emblem, maybe? Unless that's just an accessory. Hmm. Interesting. So that one will buff your defense, your speed, your agility, and your movement, but lower everything else. That's like a Zin item, but it's really not that great. So I personally won't bother. So I'm guessing this is also Zen. Let's find out. Grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. I see. I sort of expected it would only be a matter of time before you return to the Republic. Your mind is made up then? Afraid so. I've made the guys over there take care of everything without me long enough. Call an A-rank brace his duty to his peers and society, I guess. Well, I suppose when you put it that way. I do wish you could stay here a while longer, but if that is your decision, I'll respect it. So when are you planning on returning? Well, there's no point in lingering here any longer than I will have to now that I've made up my mind to leave. So honestly, I was thinking about tomorrow. Think I could ask you to arrange a ticket to Calvard for me? Well, certainly. You're not planning to go and visit Kilika first, though? I would have thought you'd want to. That was part of the original plan, but she wouldn't have any of it. Surprise, surprise. Her stance was, if you're going to waste time coming to see me, use it to go back to Calvard earlier and get some work done. Very well then. Doesn't sound like a position you'll be able to talk her out of. No, it's no big deal though. I mean, it's not like we'll never see each other again. I suppose that's very true. Not sure there's anything in Zumeria that could keep you two apart forever. Feels like that to me sometimes too. Haha. Well, regardless, I won't keep you any longer. So that's one ticket to Calvard for tomorrow. Come right up. Oh, sorry, let me just get this. Yes, this is the Grants branch of the Basic Guild. Ah, yes. Yes. He's here as we speak, actually. Zin? Something up? It's Ambassador Cockring at the Calvardian Embassy. She'd like to invite you on a hot springs trip. What? Two days later. This place sure brings back memories. The atmosphere here is so relaxing. It certainly is. Maybe because it feels so similar to our hometown. Still, Ambassador Cockring had been going for a while. When I first heard about this whole trip, I thought it was going to be just the two of us out here. Oh my, you look almost disappointed that it isn't. I'd be happy to take my leave by getting in the way of your dream date with her. I'm good, thanks. She's not someone I've ever seen as a potential partner. Besides, it's you she wants to talk to, not me. This meeting might as well not be happening if you're not here. It never takes much to put you on the defensive, does it? Is it beyond you to just play along a little? Gah, you just can't help but mess with people, can you? With you in charge of the Zace Guild, I'm amazed it still has any bracers left. Correction, I can't help but mess with you. I don't do this with anyone else. Would you be happy if that were true? Hell no! Ah, you've arrived. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Ambassador. Thank you for inviting us here today. Something the matters in? You seem oddly flustered. Me? I'm just fine. You're imagining things. Who could blame an ambassador? After all, he's a man on a hot springs trip with two beautiful women. It's hardly a recipe for a calm and composed mind, is it? Knock it off, Killiker. I suppose not. If I were a little younger, I doubt I would be able to keep my hands off him myself. Alright, I suppose that's enough joking around. We should get our dinner. Mrs. Mars is going to be making tonight's food herself by the sounds of it. The serious discussion can wait until after that. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Likewise. So there's going to be a new intelligence agency set up in Calvard, huh? That's right. It's to be known as the Rocksmith Agency. And as the name suggests, it's going to be an organization that answers directly to the President. Really now? I see. I presume that is so that Parliament can't have any influence over its operations? Correct. Perhaps this new agency's biggest advantage is that it's separate from all those issues and vices. Last thing we need is an organization like this. What? No. So. Sorry about that. Last thing we need is, yeah. We're being run in the same opaque and shady manner by a privileged few. That does sound like a good idea, I'll admit. We're never going to be able to compare the Empire's intelligence division or the Royal's old one if Parliament's it's all involved. Quite. It's already difficult enough to get anything done in a nation with such a lack of unity. Guess that's just the fate of countries that take in immigrants by the truckload, though. Though honestly, I think the thing that surprised me the most is the President's actually being proactive for once. He's always struck me as a real conservative type, but this isn't the kind of thing I thought he'd go for. That said, given the state of the Republic right now, it's hardly surprising that you would choose to act this way. Outside the country, we've got the threat of a rapidly expanding Arab-Iranian empire, while within, we have terrorists and extremists. And to make matters worse, we have the enigmatic society on the loose. Evidently, something has to be done, and I think he knows that as well as anyone. Indeed. In the times ahead of us, we're going to need to be able to respond flexibly to a variety of the new and unforeseen threats. Alright, I think my introduction to the matter has gone on long enough. It's about time I get to the point. Oh yeah, you got something you need to specifically talk to Killiker about, right? So what position in the agency are you here to offer me? What? I'll have a sharp mind, Killiker. Your instincts are, of course, dead on. We think your talents would make you perfectly suited to joining the agency and are eager for you to be a part of it. That's why you'll be offered a position of Division Chief, should you decide to join. That's something President Rocksmith proposed himself. Wow. What led you to being the one to bring this to Killiker anyway? Fair question, I suppose. Ordinarily this would be a scout's work. But I've known the President on a personal level for quite some time now, so he took it upon himself to ask me to come to you personally. That makes sense. Then what's his reason for wanting me? Surely you know that without asking, or do you want to hear it said anyway? Naturally, your masterclass Tato skills are one reason for you being selected by the President, but above all, he wants you for the exceptional analytical and information handling abilities you've shown in your position in the Guild. Those are just what the new agency is going to require if it's to succeed. so. Sorry, the dog was losing his mind. It was just the cat. Well, I can't say this doesn't all make sense to me. I'm more dumbfounded that you'd end up at... Oh my fucking god. I swear if that dog barks again. I'm more dumbfounded that you'd up an attempt to steal a capable member of the guild right in front of an active racer like this. That takes some nerve. Well, I do think rather highly of you. I thought you'd be able to meditate without letting such trivial matters cloud your judgment. Still. What do you think, Killer? I'm not asking for an answer immediately, but I would like to know what's going through your mind. Well, certainly an interesting proposal. At the same time, I'm not sure I have any reason to accept it. But you have no reason to refuse it either. Am I right? Well, it's rare that you find it difficult to make quick judgments, but with such a big decision to make, I can't very well fault you. I won't rush you. Take a night to think long and hard about it. It was so you could do so that I booked a room here tonight. I'll ask you for your answer again tomorrow. Look forward to hearing it. Of course. And one more thing before I depart. If you ask me, remaining in your position as a simple guild receptionist just isn't going to let you use your ability to their fullest. Well, a pleasant night to you both. You're out rather fast. Have you finished in the bath already? Fast? Seriously? I was in there for an hour. Oh. Well, it's not often I see you looking this deep in thought. Suppose you don't. I feel like I'm one step away from making a decision, but just need one last push to take it. Alright. Still, being here like this with you really takes me back. Hard to believe it's been 6 years now since Master Ryuga's passing. Sounds like you went on a hell of a journey between them and joining the guild too. You could say that. Going on a journey makes it sound like something I did deliberately though. In reality, it wasn't quite as organised as that. I simply drifted from place to place before ending up being drawn to one point where I settled. Much in the way a leaf that fell from a tree ends up floating down the river. Were you able to find that answer you mentioned a while back? No, I still haven't. Still, I do feel as though I found a conclusion of sorts. What's that supposed to mean? Say, Zin, why do you think I chose to take on a non-combat position like guild receptionist to begin with? Because you didn't want to follow the same path as idiots like me and Walter? I wouldn't follow us either if I were in your shoes. Not quite, although I'm not going to deny that two of you are idiots. Hey, that was the one part I did want you to deny. I wanted to find out the meaning of the living fist ideology my father advocated. I still believe that being able to better oneself through combat while your opponent does the same is a good thing in itself. As a warrior, it's probably close to the ideal way. Still, I couldn't help but wonder why the ideology had to be based around the premise of fighting. I can certainly understand the significance of living and dying as a warrior. I can also understand how one who lived that way would have no regrets when the time to pass away came. Nothing has changed within me in that regard since the days we trained together. Yet with Father dead and Walter gone, I couldn't help but wonder whether there was some way to make use of the living fist without having to fight. That was when I started roaming the continent in search of one, and as I roamed I found myself face to face with countless conflicts and acts of violence, and I felt powerless every time I did. That was how I came to encounter the Burrow's Guild. Oh. Something about their ideology, putting the safety of civilians over all else, made me feel that perhaps working under them may give me an answer. So that was what led me to start working for the guild. But even then I wasn't able to run away from fighting completely. The nature of humanity means that as long as we exist, conflict will never cease. Instead, what's important is not blindly preaching idealism, but preaching ideals while keeping a firm eye on the reality of how to quell conflict. Master Ryuga's words have never left me. Nor have they left me. But all the same, I've been looking away from the reality all this time. Come on now. You know full well that's not actually true. When he says reality, he's not saying fighting is the be-all end-all of quelling conflict. That's not what I'm trying to say. All these years I haven't been trying to walk on my own 2 feet, not at all. I've just been using trying to find a new way to live by Father's living fist ideology as an excuse to stand still. All while indulging myself in the comfortable environment the guild gave me. In that sense, I must be the biggest failure of Father's students. I might not agree with the path Walter took, but he, like you, has chosen his own path and started walking forward along it. You two have been facing up to the living fist ideal of Father's and slowly reaching your own conclusions on it. In your own ways, you've been able to face up to reality, and I haven't. I've been standing still the whole time. That's the biggest load of crock I've ever heard. You've been walking forward just like we have. In what way? It's just the path you've been walking on's been one for others rather than yourself. That river you think you've been helplessly drifting through, you've actually been building a bridge so others can easily cross it behind you. When the road is hard, you soften the ground so your fellow guildmates have an easier trek. There's no shame in your way of the living fist. It's as true as mine and Walter's. Hee. Are you trying to comfort me? Oh, sorry for not having a way with words. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is this. You know, as a person, you're way too strong and way too serious. And at times, it's like those two things just end up restricting you and stop you from seeing things you otherwise could. So try and relax a little, right? Just a little. If you do, I'll bet you'll start seeing things you couldn't before. Say, Zin. What is it? Would you be happy if I returned to Kabard? What brought that on? Doesn't matter, just answer the question. Okay. If I had to pick, I guess I'd rather you be back home, yeah. Why do you ask? Oh, no reason. I've decided I'm going to accept the President's proposal. What? Just because of what I said? Don't misunderstand me. All I wanted was some kind of reason to bring this journey to an end, as well as a place to make better use of my skills. best night's sleep I've had in some time. Hope the two of you enjoyed your stay as well. I know I did. I'm feeling very refreshed, thank you. Refreshed enough to feel ready to take on a new position into a new environment even. Then, I would like to accept your offer. However, I have one condition for doing so. Oh, name it. While I'm willing to join the President's new agency, I'm not willing to stop living in line with my own beliefs. As such, if I should end up feeling the slightest doubt about how the agency itself is being run, I will do everything in my power to correct it from the inside using any means at my disposal. If he still wants my membership after hearing as much, please tell him that I accept his offer. Oh, that won't be a problem at all. I think he may well be encouraging you to take the reins. I believe he chose you expecting you to fulfill that role should it be deemed necessary. After all, you have experience in the Guild, an organisation which has managed to remain neutral and independent all this time. That's no mean feat. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Also, I need to get things ready for my successor, so I won't be able to return to Calvard for 2 or 3 months. As such, I won't be able to start work till then. That's perfectly understandable. Well, I look forward to meeting you again in the Republic. Likewise. Something on your mind? I was just thinking about what you said back there. You said you'll need 2 or 3 months to get everything ready for your successor, right? Yes, I did. What of it? Well, I'm guessing it's pretty busy over in Calvard right now too. Doesn't sound as though there's anything so urgent I need to be there now. So I was thinking maybe I could stay here for the next few months while you get things sorted out if I head back. You can't be serious. There's no reason why you should stay around here and liberal with me. Go back to Calvard. Oh, you don't have to be so cold. It's me, you know. Well, it's the truth. We'll end up spending enough time together whether we like it or not after I'm home. You don't need to go out your way to make more now. Well... you win. There's no need to rush things. Sin? What are you standing there for? Oh. Sorry. You could say that before starting to walk off on your own, though. Oh, 7. Yin Yang.
Do it. Do it.
think I'm gonna have to end here because I'm going out like in an hour. So if I'm not home too late or too drunk, then maybe I'll stream again when I'm home. But we'll see. Otherwise, we'll stream more of this over the weekend. Longer streams anyway. I love you all. Look after yourself. Stay hydrated. Enjoy the rest of your day / evening, and I'll see you when I see you, depending on what happens to me tonight. Take it easy. You know what? You know what? You two
for regular updates.
You two do my outro.
What, did you just do it?
No, I'll do it again.
Alright. Discord! Go there for news! Also, updates! There's a YouTube channel, that's where the VODs are! Buy shirts, merch.
Yeah?
Don't forget,
If you don't like Discord, there's a Twitter. Fill out the form.
this form will send you to your grave. Sign it now.
Fill out the form to get your permission slip to go to Chernobyl. Daddy's brand sauce is coming all over your face. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Rate 5 stars back in 2007.
Make sure to visit someone else's.
Make sure to visit www.com.
Could you repeat that one?
That's www.com.
Join in, Sam.
Hang on.